Three, two, one.
I'll never forget the night in Napa Valley when a famous winemaker, Don Chapelet, took me downstairs, said, I want to show you my real pride and joy. We didn't go to the wine cellar, we went to his vinegar barrel, and I tasted this very complex red wine vinegar that he made, and I thought to myself, this is the next thing. We are now going to grow up in terms of vinegar and have great vinegar for our salads and so on and so forth. That got derailed, completely derailed. Why? Because the next new thing was balsamic vinegar, whether it was real or not real, but suddenly everybody's taken with balsamic vinegar and they're pouring it on their salads. And my premise is that balsamic vinegar has its uses, but not on salad. I don't want sweet stuff on my salad. Balsamic is sweet as well as sour. Defend.
I didn't know that I was going to literally look up to you in life. Balsamic vinegar is not one thing any more than wine vinegar is. Clearly, here is a fancy bottle of Italian wine vinegar. It's 25 years old, which is in the shooting range for balsamic vinegar. Okay. But it is not made in Modena, and it is made from wine, not made from must, which is
the traditional.
The distinction. Well, the distinction. As you can see, I use different.
Yes. And I applaud that. If I
Balsamic.
have grilled foie gras or seared foie gras, I like balsamic. I like it on strawberries,
Yeah,
as I do in
well,
Modena, but not on salad. None
No,
of them.
I disagree.
Tell me why.
Well, if you have a soft green, I mean, salad is, after all, a whole world in and of itself. And if you have a soft green, like a Boston lettuce, which is a respectable, nice lettuce to have at the end of a meal, which is when I like my salad, you don't necessarily want that complex Don Chapelet overwhelming flavor, nor do you want the insistence of tarragon or the hyperacidity of something else. Jerez sherry vinegar is a little heavy. There are...
But not as sweet as balsamic, usually.
But, no. But balsamic, really good, which I do not have here. You understand? Because I will not pay $275 for a 3-ounce bottle. I tried to get the company to do it, but they wouldn't do it either. What can I tell you? But in any case, then they might have left it. That kind of vinegar should be sparingly put as a finishing touch on something.
What kind?
Real balsamic vinegar.
All right.
These, no matter what they say, are not real balsamic
We know that
vinegar.
most of what's out there is industrial. It's not real. Yes. My problem is that gastronomic Americans and many Americans have been convinced that what they're supposed to have on their salad is olive oil and balsamic vinegar. And the other day, let me tell you this, I was getting a haircut, believe it or not. I was talking to my barber and I told him about this discussion we're going to have, and he said, aren't I supposed to use balsamic vinegar on my salad? I said, wait a minute, I don't know what you mean by supposed. But he said, no, if I want to be like I'm an aspiring foodie,
Right.
don't I use balsamic? So do you like it? He said, to tell you the truth, I use it all the time, and somewhere inside a little voice is going, this isn't so good, but I'm supposed to do it, so I'll do it.
Look.
Americans need to know that it's not a classic thing, don't you think?
Well, it is classic in Italy, but
Not
however,
on salad.
the question is, it's not one thing.
Right.
Salad is a world.
Right.
A huge world. It's different in Asia, it's different here, it's different there. We should relish the differences.
Yes.
We should enjoy it, and we should enjoy using the different ingredients.
Listen, let's construct a salad. Let's take some confit of duck, shredded.
Oh
and
boy,
let's
there's
put-
a trendy ingredient.
It is, but I'm saying I'm trying to lead towards the balsamic on this, and let's mix it with some maybe roasted red pepper and some big white beans or something like that. Call that a salad because it's room temperature. Toss it all together. I'd put some balsamic on that, but not on a simple green
Gee, I
salad.
wouldn't serve it.
Well, okay, fine, but I'm talking about a simple green salad. That's my, yes, salad, anything could be called salad. I'll come here sometime so happily, make me a salad with lettuce
Right.
that has balsamic vinegar. Just don't put any mandarin orange segments or marshmallows in it, and I'll be very happy.
Darling, I wouldn't put them in anyhow. I remember a half of a canned pear with cream cheese in the middle
Yes.
on a leaf as a salad, or a pineapple ring with something in the middle as a salad. So, I've been through every stage of revolting.
Yes.
And even by those standards,
Yeah. Okay.
but I'll make you a salad, and I'll wager
That I'll like it.
you'll like it.
Yeah, well, if you make it, I'm sure I'll like it. Thank you,
Okay.
Barbara.
Welcome to Coffee Break, tips for brewing better coffee. There are a lot of choices when it comes to serving your coffee. A big point of argument is the sugar versus sweetener war. The artificial sweeteners are chemical compounds designed to simulate sugar. Sweet and Low is a petroleum-based product called saccharin. Equal is an aspartame product commonly found in diet soft drinks. And Splenda is a chlorine-based product called sucralose. Of sugar, a natural product, still remains the most enjoyable and delicious way to sweeten your coffee. I'm Ron Moreno on Devour TV. Hope you enjoyed your coffee break.
I was working in one of the fine dining restaurants here in the city. It was the middle of the summer, and we were getting in a lot of ingredients from the farmers markets from upstate. There was a girl who was working on Grand Manger, and she had been a little bit out of it for a few days because of her upcoming wedding. Anyway, we finally got the place together. Everything was ready to go. We started lunch service, and we ended up getting really slammed. I guess it was probably midway through lunch service when all of a sudden I heard kind of like a scream in the dining room. So I went out to the dining room, and I went to table 31. Everybody was pushed back from the table, kind of like looking at the center of the table, and as I approached, I saw something jumping from one side of the table to the next. And then one of the gentlemen sitting at the table ended up turning a glass over, and he caught it. It was basically a grasshopper, lotus type of insect that had come from upstate, dressed by the Grand Manger girl in salt, pepper, olive oil. Very tasty looking. One of the gentlemen said that he wanted to take it home for his kid who was doing a project at school.